The darkness of Balete Drive at night is a sight to behold. A narrow road flanked by the imposing ancient Balete trees and shadowed old houses. The street is eerily deserted, broken only by the rare passing car, with streetlights that flicker and a low fog that clings to the ground, creating a scene straight from a nightmare. Inside his taxi, a weary driver navigates his night shift, his tired eyes reflected in the rearview mirror alongside the glowing meter. The road is familiar, but the heavy silence of the night is palpable. He glances at the empty backseat, a routine check that feels different on this particular street. As he turns onto the main stretch of Balete Drive, the world seems to grow even quieter. There, under a faltering street lamp, stands a solitary figure, a woman in a simple white dress, her face hidden by a cascade of long black hair. The driver does a double take, his heart skipping a beat. He blinks, just for a second, and when his eyes open, she's gone. The spot where she stood is now empty, leaving only the flickering light and the swirling fog. Confusion and a chilling unease creep over him as he stares into the empty space. The taxi continues its journey, swallowed by the dark, tunnel-like road. A final, slow shot lingers on the rear-view mirror, revealing nothing but the empty backseat, yet the feeling of an unseen presence remains, a silent passenger on a haunted drive. It is past midnight, and the same taxi driver is again driving through Balete Drive. Inside the car, the radio plays softly, the streets outside are almost empty, and the driver glances at the rear-view mirror from time to time, seeing only the dark back seat. At one point, the driver passes a stretch of road lined with trees, the branches forming a tunnel. As the taxi moves forward, the radio begins to crackle with static and the air inside the car feels suddenly cold. The driver looks ahead for a moment, then glances back at the mirror, and now, in the back seat, a woman in a white dress is quietly sitting there. She is a pale figure with long black hair falling over much of her face, wearing a plain white dress that looks slightly old-fashioned. She does not move or speak. Her presence is clearly unnatural. The driver, terrified, keeps driving, pretending that nothing is wrong, his hands shaking on the steering wheel. He is not alone. The taxi continues down Balete Drive with the white lady sitting in silence in the back seat. The taxi driver finally cannot stand it and slams on the brakes at a safer, brighter part of the road. When he quickly turns around to look at the back seat, it is completely empty. The door never opened, and there is no sign of a passenger. The only trace is a faint cold fog on the window or a damp mark on the seat, as if someone had been sitting there. The next day, in daylight, the driver sits at a small roadside eatery, telling other drivers what he saw. The older drivers nod grimly and share the old stories. A woman who supposedly died on Balete Drive, hit by a car and left behind, or a young woman who was attacked and never made it home. No one knows the exact truth, but everyone agrees. At night, a woman in white still appears on that road. As night falls again, a new taxi enters Balete Drive. Inside, the new driver thinks the back seat is empty, until the camera slowly reveals, through the mirror, the faint figure of the white lady once more sitting behind him. On the dark road of Balete Drive, the white-dressed woman stands under a tree as cars pass by without knowing she is there.